On this week's episode of I'm Rebuilding a Motor in My Kitchen, we feature a 9.9 Johnson outboard that happens to be loop charged. And you're probably wondering, well, what does that mean? Unless you're a mechanic, you know what it means, and you know we're going to get to that point. So, as you look at the ports in the cylinder here, you got your intake ports and your exhaust ports. They're not too different in height. Some motors they are, so you don't need a piston like this. But in this case, the ports aren't too far apart from each other. So this ramp is here to spin the fuel for a loop. That way when it's getting compressed and ignited, when the piston's coming back down and it goes on its exhaust stroke, it then shoots out the exhaust side of the piston. Without that, the fuel would transfer into the top of the piston, and if this wasn't here in this particular case, it would shoot, most of it would shoot right across the top of the piston, right out the exhaust port. So on a motor like this, they had to create a piston that was loop charged, so that way when the fuel comes in, it comes in and enters and hits this ramp and loops, and then it gets burnt and compressed and all that good stuff, and it shoots out the exhaust side. So it's interestingly enough, on a two-stroke motor, as you know, it only takes 2 revolutions of that crankshaft to complete what it needs to do to make power. But there's actually 4 events that take place, such as, let's see if I can get this down right the first time. So you'll have the piston going up, which creates the intake. The piston comes back down, which creates a transfer effect, which makes the fuel come up on top of the piston. So you had intake, transfer, compression, exhaust, also known as suck, squish, bang, blow. So yes, it is a 2-stroke. It only takes 2 revolutions of the crankshaft to make that happen. But there is 4 events that do take place: intake, transfer, compression, exhaust. All with the help of this little loop charged piston. Okay. Any more questions for those in the back? This episode was sponsored by Snap-on. Shoo-boop, shoo-boop, shoo-boop.